Today, we'll be looking at the Progressivism philosophy in the classroom. We'll be looking at the overall tenet of the philosophy, the philosophers of Progressivism, and influence of this philosophy in classrooms and schools today. So, what is Progressivism? It relates to pragmatism and emphasizes building knowledge based upon experiences and social interaction within the classroom. Progressivism focuses on problem-solving skills and making hypotheses. The teacher should act as a guide through the student's education, not as the center of the classroom. Students learn in both cooperative groups and through individual projects. Ultimately, students' growth happens through progressive experiences. Now let's look at the philosophers behind progressivism.
John Dewey was a major philosopher when it came to the progressive movement. During Dewey's time, the education was teacher-centered, absolute control by the teacher, and learning was from text and teacher lecture. However, Dewey believed that the curriculum should be based on students' interests and should involve them in active experiences. Active curriculum should be integrated rather than divided into subject matter. Some of his concepts, he believed that learning was active and schooling was unnecessarily long and restrictive. He believed that students should be actively involved in real-life tasks and challenges. Dewey's educational philosophy helped forward the progressive education movement. Dewey's education philosophy helped forward the progressive education movement and spawned the development of experiential education programs and experiments. Dewey believed that interaction, reflection, and experience, plus interest in community and democracy, equaled a highly suggestive educative form, also known as informal education. Now we're going to look at what progressivism looks like into the classroom.
In the classroom, the children would be working hands-on and collaborating with each other. They would be actively learning. The children interact with each other and develop social qualities such as cooperation and tolerance. The teacher would act as an observer. The students would be given problems to solve that would be similar to those they would encounter in the real world. Little things like losing a button, changing a tire, making lunch, or balancing a checkbook. In a regular classroom, students just memorize what they need to know and it goes away after the test. In a classroom with progressivism, they use problem solving and critical thinking, which results in learning. Now we are going to look at how progressivism influenced the field of education today. For progressivism, there is no rigid subject matter content and no absolute standard for what constitutes knowledge. Because of this, the most appropriate teaching methods include group work and the project method. Progressivism places a big emphasis on learning by doing. In the classroom today, the students would perform many experiments and do a lot of group work. The classroom activities would involve critical thinking, problem solving, decision making, and cooperative learning. The curriculum is also community-centered. For example, students would experience the arts by visiting museums and theaters. All of these things are the results of progressivism and how it has influenced the education world today.
Let us now review what we learned about progressivism. We learned that progressivism stresses the importance of experience and social interaction in education. We also took a look at the role John Dewey played in this philosophy. Last, we saw how progressivism is used in the classroom. Through group work, labs, and experiments, children learn following this philosophy. We hope you now know more about progressivism and its influence in the education world. Thanks for watching.